Yo, what is good, my anime faithful? What is good, yo? Dr. Stone is back, and unfortunately, a lot of it was just recap as of what types of position our characters are in and what is truly going to be some of the moves that they have to take to maybe get out of this situation and have a much better chance winning in general. But with this show, I feel like a lot of people either disliked it or a lot of people liked it. So it's going to be really interesting to see how people actually take this next season. Because I feel like, to be fair, the show wasn't very much, like a lot of things happening physically. And I guess that's what people didn't like. Like, they wanted to just see more action in general. But the whole point is the person that we're watching isn't like really willing to do all of that. Like, he is, but at the same time, he would rather not, right? Like, in instance, he would rather the big guy, take his place doing that type of stuff. Um, but in here, it's getting to the point where now he has to do just as much, if not more, just like his team and his friends. And that's kind of the scary part when you start to think about it, is how far will he have to go to win, and is it possible for him to lose some of the people close by, which is definitely going to be a tell to take when it comes down to how this story plays out in the future, in my opinion. Because I really don't see them killing off many characters, right? Like, I think these characters are pretty well settled in. Um, But if they do start dropping them, I think that's also a pretty big telling sign of how comfortable they are with changing up the story, or just having different uh, ways of maybe other characters coming in, or maybe people getting motivated, or you know figuring out stuff that they should have known because of these deaths or whatever. I don't really see it happening, but if it does, it's gonna be shocking, to say the least. On the flip side of that, I do love that they still have all these interesting little cunning tricks and stuff like that. So they're about to send out this, team to pretty much do this stuff, to have the phone and have, the song and all that stuff doing something while pretty much trying to catch these other people off guard. I love the sonic bombs that they make just to pretty much grab the attention of the patroller, like the scout that's watching them. So they have a pretty good idea of what needs to be done and what can be done. So now it just all has to come down to who executes the best, who winds up losing, and who winds up on top to make the rules. So it's kind of crazy to think that's how simple it really becomes in this time period, or not time period, just this type of world where if you aren't the strongest, you don't get really a say in anything. But now that we see someone who isn't the strongest having a say because of the things he can create, the things that he brings to life just by him existing, it just goes to show you, even the strongest brain can be, the most needed thing at some time. So very, very interesting stuff. I am surprised that the show even got as much as hate as it did. Like, people just didn't mess with it, not including the part where he just makes things out of nothing. Like, anytime he gets an idea to make something, I don't think he's ever failed, right? So every single episode where he's like, "Huh, I have an idea," you always saw his idea come to fruition. So that might be boring to some people. I can understand that, but you gotta understand as well, they're starting from scratch and trying to make their way back to normalcy, like our life, modern day. And imagine what that's gonna actually end up looking like when Mr. Stone himself could be the leader and regime. I feel like he's not gonna let it go back to where it was. It's gonna be a lot better than what it was. But that's just a guess, and I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. So let me know exactly what you guys are feeling about this, and I won't be able to get as many videos out, but there's going to be a lot of stuff on Instagram and Twitter if you are interested in me posting about Cells at Work and other animes like that I have not watched yet. So with that being said, take care. Peace.